We've been asked by listeners to cover a lot of books on the podcast. These are our most requested. It feels like we get somebody asking us to read Unwind by Neil Shusterman at least every week. This is particularly shocking to me because I never read this book growing up. And as far as I can recall, it wasn't even really that popular on like Book Tumblr or BookTube. But apparently a lot of people read this and loved it, so we have to cover it. Not shockingly, everybody wants us to read The Mortal Instruments, and like, duh. I've read every series in the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and I still keep up with the new books to this day. But City of Bones and the earlier Mortal Instruments books are pretty rocky. I'll go as far to say as they're not good. So obviously I am so excited to talk about them. And my co-host, Kelly, has never read a single Shadowhunters book, so I get to tell her all of the lore. Shatter Me is another huge one. I'm also happy to see that a lot of people are on the same page as me. Where like they read it and they didn't like it and they want us to tear it to shreds. The thing is, I did read this and I also thought it was just okay. I want to understand. I want to get it. And to nobody's surprise, our most requested episode is The Hunger Games. I mean, literally, this is the book that made me obsessed with dystopian books to begin with. So basically, this book is the reason this podcast even exists. But if you haven't heard, we're covering this in January. That's right. We're finally going to talk about The Hunger Games. All 4 books, all 5 movies leading up to the release of Sunrise on the Reaping. Get ready.